From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
To the top of the Bleachers. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my buddy Tuck, and we are going to be going down through some football games that we watched today and talking about them and recapping some of them. But before we do, please sure and hit that like button and the subscribe button for us. We really appreciate that. And also, I forgot. Hang on. Put this up. Boom. If you want to sign up for our NFL Yahoo Pick'em and try and take us down, bring it out. Tuck, what's up, man? Good day?
Well, I woke up this morning, I was feeling kind of peckish, kind of sickly. I coughed a couple times. I didn't want to get any of my coworkers sick. So I just kind of hung around the house today,
I don't blame you.
Got
I
up
don't
this-
blame you one bit. If I feel just a little bit funny, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's funny what Saturdays during football season will do to your illness. Got up this morning, went to Little Rock.
Yeah, those
watched
11
my,
a.m. kickoffs.
Yeah. Got up this morning and at the butt crack of dawn and drove to Little Rock and watched my nephew run cross country. That was interesting, man. There was probably 20 to 25 different schools from around the state there. Probably 600 moms and dads and kids, and it was a mess. He finished. There you go. He finished.
Huh? Good.
I found out in cross
All right.
country that's half the battle is finishing. He finished
Well,
somewhere
it would
in
be
the
if I
middle
was
of-
running.
Yeah, he finished somewhere in the middle of the pack. He's only in 9th grade, so if he stays after it, I think he could be a top runner. But he's in 9th grade. Who knows? What he's going to find interest in or whatever. A girl's going to come along, and all of a sudden, sports going to mean nothing to him. I want to grab the kid and shake him and say, "Listen to me." But I wouldn't. Whatever.
Funny how that happens.
Yeah. And then I came home and I watched the Hogs play OSU. What a ball game. What an absolute ball game. I'm sure we'll get into it deeper later with some stats and stuff. But, man, just an emotional roller coaster back and forth. Got to give it to the Cowboys. I mean, a lot of teams get 21 down. They would have packed it up and been done for the day. They battled back. Of course, we helped them a lot. There was one point in that ball game where I was wondering if either team wanted to win. They just kept trying to give it to the other team the whole ball game.
Yeah. I know it.
But I think I have a lot of hope for the season still. I saw a lot of good things out there. A lot of things we need to clean up. Our punter finally got on the field.
Oh.
Hey.
You did a good job, too.
Yeah, gets on the field and freaking his very first punt of the season. We pin him on like the 3 or the 2 yard line, something like that. Did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then after I was over that heartbreak, I just sat back in my chair and pretty much flipped around and watched football all day long, looking for upsets. I didn't do too good on my upset calls. I had the Green Wave winning. The Green Wave put up a fight now. They put up a heck of a fight, but
they did.
Tulane could not pull it off. And there was another one. I can't remember who the other one was. Oh, man.
No.
This is when I need my brother because he loved to point out the fact that I picked it wrong.
Yeah, I saw him in the chat a while ago say something about Tulane and somebody else, but I don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was either. But both of them played good games. So where you want to start?
Well, I mean, you kind of touched on the Arkansas game. I mean, we can start there if you want.
Oh my gosh, that might
In
be the
my
whole
opinion,
show.
it might be. I mean, I'm watching the time. I'll keep this real then. Um, it's pretty short. What I got to say anyway. It's just I think there's just way too many mistakes, fumbles, wrong snaps, interceptions, muff a punt. Uh, Landon Jackson. You don't hear his name called all day.
Dude,
I mean,
all
there was just too many mistakes, too many.
I don't
I watched
I know
that
the
I
go
watched
ahead,
that
man.
fourth down play where they were on the goal line, and Carmona, who's supposed to be our stud left tackle, right, locks up with this guy. Dude comes right off his face, boom, right in the backfield. We can't be missing blocks like that on fourth down and goal or third and long, whoever it was. I remember we were on the goal line. I think it was fourth down. Yeah, just stuff like that, man. Just too many mistakes everywhere.
And costly penalties at the wrong time. Uh, just,
Hmm.
just like
Yeah, honestly, the
usually,
game should have been over at regulation.
yeah. Usually, when I come away from a hog game, I come away thinking, oh, those refs screwed us. Dadgum refs, they're terrible or whatever. And then I come away from this ball game and I'm like, we lost this ball game. I mean, we gave it away. We gave the ball game away.
We did.
And Lacey
We
even was
did.
watching. Yeah, Lacey was watching with me, and she even said at halftime. So I said, well, you got to feel good going into the locker room. And she was like, well, I just hope we're not one of those one half teams where we can only come out and play half a ball game. And we've had a few of those in the past. And I hope that this isn't one of those teams, but they didn't seem to have the same kind of intensity and everything that they did in the first half. I don't know if they could have played a better first half. That was a beautiful first half. But then it's like they went into the locker room and I don't know, started thinking highly of themselves or something. Now give OSU
they
credit.
talked all season. I told you a while ago.
Yeah. Well,
I think you're lagging a little bit on me, so I think that's fine. We keep butting into each other.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's like a delay or something. Anyway.
Well, you got to give OSU credit because they did change some things. They went from in the first half they were running kind of a base defense front, which is really easy to recognize if you're an offensive lineman. You can tell who your Mike linebacker is and your Sand linebacker and all that. You can set up your blocks a lot better. In the second half, I noticed that they were coming from all different directions and they weren't doing a base scheme anymore. And our offensive line was having a real tough time recognizing who the Mike linebacker and everything was. I saw a lot of guys run free to Talon. And if Green doesn't have the legs that he's got, he should have been sacked about 20 times. And he kept getting out of trouble.
Yep. Yeah, they talked all season about how last year the main problem was not finishing games. So when they were up at halftime, I'm thinking, man, here we go again, and then sure enough, they come back. But man, they set it up beautiful. My pick was 45-42. That was my final score.
Yeah.
And they went into that double overtime. And I was thinking, this is what's going to happen. We're going to score. It's going to be 39-39. We're going to hold them to a field goal. We score 6, 45-42. I get the score right. We get the win. Yeah, nothing. That didn't happen, bro. Didn't happen. He gets sacked. It was a heartbreaker for sure. And, the Twitterverse was on fire with we suck and this is the dumbest team I've ever seen and all kinds of stuff, man. And then there was some that were like, hey, we hung with the number 16 team in the nation.
We didn't just hang with them. We dominated them in the first half. It's just,
yeah,
we
were more talented than them.
I think we're more talented. You brought up Landon Jackson, which was really surprising to me, and I watched him on a lot of plays, and I don't. This sounds
Yeah.
mean. This sounds mean, and I don't mean it to sound mean. But if I had to go by one game on whether you're NFL material, and you showed me that ball game, I would say no, he's not NFL material. And I know that's not
Yeah.
true. I know he is NFL material. So I don't know if he just had a bad game, if he's nursing something, well, what's going on? But he was
Yeah.
pretty much a negative, or not a negative. He was like a
Non-factor.
non-factor. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I thought the defense played pretty well. It just and then they got tired in the second half, and then overtime. I don't know, man. We'll
Well,
see.
let me
Like I said, we got I think we got UAB or something like that next week. So maybe we'll
yeah,
get
we got
things
to
right, get squared away, clean all that up.
we got a good get right ball game before we go to Auburn, who just got beat today. Auburn just got beat by somebody a lot lesser than who we got beat by. So that gives me a lot of
I
hope
think it
going
was
into
Cal,
Auburn.
right?
Yeah, it was Cal. And Cal didn't play
I think
that
so,
great
yeah.
of a ball game. Auburn did what we did,
Mhm.
and they just penalty. And their quarterback Thorne, not impressed. I am not impressed with this guy very much at all. I wasn't real impressed with the OSU quarterback. I thought Taylor Green outplayed the OSU quarterback, but that
Oh
was my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. No, we had like 658 yards of offense or something like that and lost the game.
Sylvan Hills, baby. Sylvan Hills.
That's exactly what I thought. It's true though.
You
Um,
dominate a ball game and you lose the game. And I can tell you right now what lost you the game. It was turnovers. Turnovers and the fact that Cam Little went to the NFL last year. We needed Cam Little so bad in this ball game.
yeah, we need a kicker for sure. I mean, I saw a press conference. They asked him about that, why he went for that fourth down instead of kicking it, and he said that he just missed one from like the same spot for one. And then he was like, "Man, I just thought we were going to get it. I thought Bobby had the right play called, and I thought we were going to get it." And then they just blew it up. Taylor tried to get away and couldn't. Yeah. Anyway.
I feel like we didn't, going into the ball game, you and I talked about how they thought their weakest spot was their linebackers. And I don't feel like we went over the middle enough. It seemed like every time we went over the middle of the field, it was open. And we kept trying to throw it outside, or Taylor, would get flushed and, hard to throw. He had one throw across his body that we ended up getting a first down on. But when he let it go, I was like, don't throw that across your body, because those are usually the ones that get picked off. But I thought he played pretty well. He had a couple of bad snaps, took his eye off the ball one time. There was a couple of snaps that were low. But also early in that ball game, I think our center got his ankle or his knee rolled up on, and he stayed in the ball game. And it was after that they started having problems with the snap. So I think that might have had a little something to do with it.
That could have been. Taylor, I thought he had a great game. I saw several throws that he missed, though. I mean, that would have been. He had Broden on a crossing deep down the middle. He freaking missed him.
Would have been a touchdown.
There was another touchdown that he missed, too. There was a couple that I thought, oh, my gosh, man. So that, and then I tell you, Jackson's a stud. That kid's good.
He is, but man, he come away from this game beat up. It seemed like every time you saw him, he was headed to the sideline to get his leg massage or his knee, or he was holding his chest at one point. It's like, dadgum, kid.
He was cramping. They said they had him in the back on IVs, and they were afraid he was going to go in full body cramps.
He should have been more prepared than that. Like, we got to hydrate our boys before a ball game. Come on now.
Yeah. The only problem I see with that is that it really scares me about our depth, because once he came out, I mean, Rodney Hill came in, he did okay, but dude, we don't have if Jackson goes
Well,
down.
I was surprised because we didn't get Dominion didn't get any touches. There's another kid that we got that didn't get any touches. It's like
Mhm.
I understand Jackson is a stud. I really do. I mean, what did he end up with? 140 something yards rushing or something like that.
Something like that. I don't even know.
I think it
look
was
at that.
149 or something like that. he But geez whiz, you got to be able to give him a break every once in a while and bring somebody else in. I also thought that OSU's defense, listen, we talked about that safety that OSU has, and that guy had 18 tackles because he's in on every play.
Mhm.
He is a stud, man. If that guy is playing on the next level, and I hope he goes to the Cowboys. I really do.
I thought that same thing. I saw him. We mentioned him the other day, Rucker,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the other kid, the linebacker Martin. I saw him all over the field again too. They were all over the place, and supposedly their best defensive guy got hurt early in the game, Oliver or something. But Rucker and Martin are they
As far as
terrorize us.
our defensive front, and the reason that maybe Landon wasn't so effective or whatever is because I think we were really making an emphasis on stopping their running back because we pretty much held him to nothing until that second OT when he finally got the touchdown. I mean, I think he ended up with 47 yards rushing, and this is supposed to be one of the Heisman candidates.
Yeah, we buckled him up good.
Which I was thinking about this during the game. Quick question, just throw it out there. What in the world, what the heck? But I really feel like any Heisman candidate should come from the SEC. I don't feel like the Heisman should go to any other conference because all these other conferences are crap compared to the SEC.
Well, they don't play the same defense. My thing keeps. Why does it keep doing that? Just some of the stats here. Let me open this up in a new window because this thing is not letting me. Talon had 416 yards passing. Jackson had 149 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns.
What did Talon end up rushing for? He had 60 something yards rushing, didn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't show his rushing for some reason. Hang on. Why is it not showing?
Technical difficulties.
This game, yeah. It doesn't give me his rushing for some reason.
I think he had like 69 yards rushing at one point.
There we go. 61. 61. My bad.
61 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And he went what passing wise? Like, what do you go like?
416.
No, but I mean, how many for how many?
26 for 45, which is only like 50, 50%, 53% or something like that. No. Yeah. That's right. 50 something percent.
He's definitely got to get more accurate. He seems to throw a lot better on the run. You know what I mean? Like when he's rolling out, he had a couple of plays where he was rolling out to his right, and he seems a lot more accurate when he's on the run, which is weird because that's like a much harder throw to make than standing still in the pocket and throwing.
I thought that too. They did a good job of that in the first half, rolling him out and him throwing and stuff.
What do you think about giving Salinger or whatever his name is?
Singleton.
What do you think about giving him a start, man, against UAB and seeing how he does?
I thought for a half a second in the second half, I thought, I wonder if Bobby brings in. But I mean, the kid Talon. I mean, the kid had almost 500 yards by himself.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but they talked about one of the reasons that Bobby liked Talon was because he knows how to read a defense and everything. Like they actually have conversations about what's going on out there. And Bobby talks about how you don't get that from a lot of quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks go to the sideline and they wait for you to tell them what to do. And when Talon hits the sideline, he's like, hey, they're doing this. And, they have a conversation about it.
Well,
so I don't know, man. But in the UAPB game, that backup came in, and I can't think of his name again. Singleton came in, and he looked so sharp, man. The ball was out of his hand quick. I don't think he got flushed out of the pocket one time. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I like Talon Green. I like him. But,
well, I mean, some colleges play two quarterbacks.
UAB is a good place to try something like that out. Having UAB come in, but don't overlook an opponent. I saw a lot of really close games today between top 25 teams and people that they should have beat easily, and they did not.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those right quick. Let's see. Let's just start with the top 25. Let me get up here and scroll down my thing here. So the games that are over with already, because we're recording late at night. So LSU beat Nichols 44-21.
Given. Sure.
Saw that coming. Georgia beat Tennessee Tech.
No.
Saw that.
Tennessee Tech didn't.
Yeah. Ohio State blew out Western Michigan. No surprise.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Texas.
Texas.
Went up to Michigan.
Yeah, up to Ann Arbor. Went to the big house.
Put it on them.
Not just put it on them, but dominated them. First time that Michigan had like a 21-22 game win streak going on at the big house. No more. Yeah. It's over with. Okay, Longhorns. And the only reason the Longhorns are this good because they joined the SEC. That's the only reason they're this good. Okay.
That and Michigan doesn't have Connor Stallions anymore up there stealing signs for them. So
they don't have Harbaugh. They like we talked about. They lost 19 guys that they had to replace, and you just don't. Yeah. Even with the transfer portal, that's a hard task. It's a hard task to do and still stay in the top 10. So I am not a Texas fan, but I got to say, hook 'em horns. Way to go up there and represent the SEC. I like it.
Yeah, they did. They did a good job. And they're good. They're loaded. And I didn't see Manning didn't get in, so I'm a little sad about that. But yours had a good game. He threw for like 246 and 3 touchdowns or something. So
yeah, a little bit of a controversial play there at the end of the game. I guess Yules was trying to take a knee, and the Michigan guy come in and hit him anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No surprise. Michigan. Yeah. Anyway, that's the number 3 team. Number 4 team, I don't know. Number 5, Notre Dame.
Yeah, what about Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, that high ranking.
Can I just say overrated again? All right. Since 1936, this team has been overrated. Actually, that's not true. There was one year in 1980 something when they had a coach by the name of Lou Holtz, where they did it all, baby. They were studs. Now that's during my lifetime.
How bad is Texas A&M then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. And our schedule is starting to look a lot better. Okay, so I know we got to go to Auburn. All right, which is not an easy task. All right.
Right.
But when we get to Jerry World against Texas A&M after that, I mean, we possibly could play Tennessee at home 3-2, 4-1. How awesome would that be, man?
You still got that tall glass of Kool-Aid over there by you on your counter there.
It's not so much that I think that the Hogs are that good. It's just I think they're as good as from what I saw today in the last couple of weeks. I think they're as good as Auburn. I think they're as good as Texas A&M. I think they can win those ball games. Are they as good as Tennessee? I don't know. I don't think they're as good as LSU we'll see. LSU kind of, they lost to Notre Dame. No, who did LSU? USC.
USC, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Notre
I don't re-
Dame going to take a fall out of my power rankings. I'll tell you that.
I think we definitely probably take we always play LSU and Ole Miss close. It doesn't matter what the teams are like every year. It seems like those games are always close. We'll take a butt whooping from Texas, I'm pretty sure, this year. But then we finish off the season with La Tech and Missouri. I'm telling you, man, we could have a decent season this year. Decent.
Hey.
I'm not saying we're playoff bound or anything like that. I'm not a crazy fool, but we could have a really good season. Now, is it going to be a good enough season to save Sam's job? I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. Sam said in his presser, he said, "Hey, we got a good football team. We're going to win a lot of games." So we'll see. Continue on though. Notre Dame, that was a big surprise. Ole Miss blew out their Middle Tennessee. Penn State eked by Bowling Green.
Dude, Bowling Green led in a lot of that ball game. Either Bowling Green is a lot better or Penn State is not as good as everybody thinks. And played them in Happy Valley too, didn't they?
Yeah, at Penn State. Let's see. It was Bowling Green was up at halftime.
That's one of those games where you just got to be happy that you got the win and let's fix some stuff. We need to fix some stuff now.
Missouri blew out Buffalo. Utah beat Baylor. Miami.
Utah didn't just beat Baylor, but from what I saw, they were spanking them pretty good. What was the final score?
23-12.
Oh, okay. When I saw it was like 23-3. So, okay.
Miami spanked Florida A&M.
Yeah.
Kansas State barely beat Tulane, man. They barely.
Dude, I was rooting for the green wave. I was rooting for the green wave, man. Their quarterback, other than one really horrible decision he made toward the end of that ball game, played an excellent ball game. He is really good. He played a really good ball game. I am terrible with names. I'm going to have to get better at this if we're going to do shows about other teams. I know my teams.
I know you do. I'll call you Homer Tucker.
Well, whatever. I've been called worse. When you grow up with a name like Tucker, you've been called a lot of things.
Let's see. Well, Kansas State eked it out anyway. That was on the road at Tulane as well. So I mean,
so that couldn't have been a conference ball game, right? Is Tulane in the
No. They're not.
Why would they go on the road to Tulane then? That's weird.
Non-conference. Maybe they had a home and away. This is their way. I don't know. And then we had number 19 Kansas got upset by Illinois.
I did not know. I didn't know that one. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that one either. But yeah, they lost 23-17.
Well, Kansas is a basketball school. They need to stick to basketball. They're really good at basketball.
They had a lot of hype this offseason, like they were going to be good.
Yeah, women's volleyball. They are really high ranked in women's volleyball.
Okay. Another upset. Iowa State beat Iowa. Iowa was number 21.
Yeah, last second field goal. The record. This is only the second time Iowa State's ever beat Iowa. And I thought this was like a huge tradition or whatever, but they've only played like 9 times or something, or 10 times, something like that.
Oh, wow. I thought they were big rivals too.
Yeah. Apparently this rivalry just started a little while ago. That was the little stat that I saw in the corner of the screen. I might have read it wrong or something like that, but
it's crazy.
Way to go, Iowa State. Did you see the video of Brock Purdy watching the Iowa State game?
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
he was losing his mind, man. He was so happy. He was bouncing all over the place.
Oh, what's that one guy's name? Anyway, number 22, Louisville beat the crap out of Jacksonville State. Then your Georgia Tech, number 23, got beat
Yeah.
by Syracuse today, man.
Yeah, they did, and I'm gonna have to move them out of my power rankings now. But they were only there because they had won 2 ball games and nobody else had. So,
Hey,
well, we'll
that's all
move them
right.
out.
10-4. All right, let's check some SEC scores.
Yeah, how'd that Florida game turn out, and how did that South Carolina game turn out?
Bro.
South Carolina.
Alabama, South Florida. I told you that score was 20-16 or something just a few minutes ago.
Wait, let me guess. 40-16.
42-16. That game was close until the fourth quarter. Holy moly.
They're going to be like Ohio State is, where it looks like Ohio State's going to lose every ball game, and then they end up winning by 3 touchdowns.
Man, my phone was blowing up with Trey Johnson 999 earlier today. My text messages were blowing up. We suck. We are trash. And then they won 42-16. Oh my God. He needs to shut up. Georgia won, Texas won, Ole Miss won, Missouri won, LSU won, A&M won big over McNeese, 52-10. I think that's for what it's worth. Auburn lost to Cal. South Carolina thumped Kentucky.
Yeah. So did they fix some of their? They went on the road and thumped Kentucky, didn't they? They thumped them at Kentucky.
Yes, they did.
Well, Kentucky's got the same kind of problems that Arkansas's got. It's hard to get players at Kentucky, hard to get players at Arkansas, man. You got to coach them up.
I had Kentucky picked in that game. They're supposed to be good. In South Carolina, they won game 1, but they
didn't look good doing it. They did not.
No. Their defense looked really good today.
I tell you what, are we finally? Can we finally stop covering Colorado now? All right.
Yeah. What's the score now?
I don't know. They just took it down as soon as you asked that.
Oh, my bad.
It's 20-something to like 10 or something.
Hey, Vanderbilt got another win.
28-10. Yeah, Vandy, man. Well, Commodores. I think I'm on
55-0.
I think I'm gonna bandwagon the Commodores. They're not on our schedule this year, so I could bandwagon them totally, man. Vandy going to the SEC championship, man.
Slow down. Slow down.
Drinking that gold Kool-Aid, baby.
Anyway, that's all the SEC games, and then Tennessee's stomping NC State right now, 51-10. And
Florida didn't
Arizona,
play today.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida didn't play today.
Yeah, they played somebody. They played Sanford. They beat Sanford.
Okay, all right. 28-10 is your final. Colorado and Nebraska.
I had Nebraska in that game, so
I think everybody but Colorado fans had Nebraska in that ball game, man.
And then Arizona State's up 7-0 on Mississippi State right now in the first quarter. That game just started. So
ASU, didn't they get a big win last week? ASU beat some. No, that was the game. That was the game that Matt was calling me out on. I picked ASU over Mississippi State. You say they're up 7-0. What channel's that on?
Let's see if I can find it again. What channel is that on? ESPN News. That's still early. Anyway, that's pretty much all the games. And then we still got some that are live that started pretty late at night, like the Oregon game and
USC is probably playing late.
Yeah, I don't even see USC. Hmm. Yeah, they are. They're playing right now, and they're just now starting. Just now.
Hey,
But
when we looked at the schedule earlier this year, did you happen to notice when our bye was? Do we have a bye this year?
we do.
Is it early, late?
Uh, man, I want to say it's before LSU. Let
That
me
would be
look.
a
See
good
if I.
that'd be like dead middle of the season, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'd be like
So
six
let's
games
see.
in.
Looks like we don't play like 10, 12. So between Tennessee and LSU. So yeah, right before LSU.
So that's 6 games, a bye, and then 6 games.
It looks that way. We don't play one
Arizona, Arizona
between.
State, Arizona State just kicked field goal. They're up 10-0.
We have 2 buys. We have another one between Ole Miss and Texas.
Oh, okay.
We don't play
That's
that week.
that's weird. We get 2 buys.
I guess
Okay.
2 weeks off anyway. So anyway, like I said, that's pretty much it for the football that we saw today, and yeah, man, the Hogs. Anything else to say about the Hogs before we get out of here? I mean, I am kind of encouraged a little bit. I mean,
I
we
don't
have
know.
talent.
I don't know how you can't be encouraged. We look a lot better than we did last year.
We just,
We're more we're bigger, we're faster, we're stronger than we were last year. We got some talent on the field. I think we're just as good as half of the SEC. The other half of the SEC, we're going to play them hard. But I don't know if we can beat the other half of the SEC. But they
yeah,
had us finishing last in the SEC or close to last in the SEC. I say we probably end up in the upper middle of the SEC by the end of the year. That's what I'm thinking. Now, barring injury or something like that, stuff like that can change your whole season real quick. So,
yeah.
you know.
I
So
agree.
I'd say the only thing left to say is, how about them Cowboys? That's right, they're playing. They're playing. Well, I guess you're listening to it today, so they're playing today. I'm
Let's
pumped
see
up.
when they play.
I've moved on from Arkansas. I'm on to the Dallas Browns game.
That is at 4:20 or 3:25 Central.
I think I'm just going to turn this into part of my vacation every year. The first week of football, when college and NFL have the same weekend, I'm just going to take that like whole freaking week off. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I might do the same at March Madness because I love March Madness too.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And this year might be really exciting, hopefully.
Yeah.
Um,
Other
all
than that,
right.
man, I would just say that don't lose faith. All right. Listen, man, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen. A lot of them teams at the top can fall. A lot of them teams at the bottom can rise. Just have faith. Don't get so down on your team. We don't need a new daggum coach. We don't need new quarterback. We don't need any of that stuff. We just need to stay the course. And Bobby P will get us there. All right. Bobby P is going to get us there.
Yeah, and we just got to not make as many mistakes, and I think we would have won easily.
Yeah, we got to be
So,
we get as one of my old coaches used to say, we got to be more mentally tough. We got to be, we got to because you talked about the muffed punt, but the punt before that we ran into the punter and he made the catch. Like there were 2 times that we punted where we had one of our own players run into the guy catching the ball. It's like you can't do that, man. You got to
right.
be. I mean, after that first one, I was saying, well, why we even got to send anybody back there? Just send all 11 after the punt, to try and block the punt.
Yeah.
And just where it bounces. We'll start from there. Then you don't take any risk of anything going wrong.
Yep. I agree. All right. Well, I'm not going to lose my faith yet. I'm holding on. I'm holding
we got
on,
a good one next week. We got to get right game. Everything will, we'll get our mental health right. Take it away, Big.
Speaking of mental health.
Oh, hey, good transition there.
Funny you should bring that up.
Yeah.
If you're struggling with your mental health and need help, you can call the national hotline at 988 and get some help. It's tough out there, especially when your team loses the game, man. I know it's rough. I know it's rough. But if you need someone to talk to about it, you can call 988 and don't do life alone.
Yeah, and don't forget that September is National Suicide Awareness Month. So spread that 988 number around. Tell your friends. I had never heard about it until I was told, a few months ago about it. So it's a great thing to have. It's good support. So spread that number around, 988.
I agree, man. All right. Well, good luck to the Cowboys and more football tomorrow. And I'll catch you later, man.
All right. Peace, brother.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.